Yeah, I've been appreciating the organic sound because I had a time period when I got really into synths and like I was getting into like granular synthesizers and like acoustic like image ones and like I was getting into really complex synths and you can spend a lot of time just like making weird synth noises.
Yeah.
Um, and then it's like it's almost like I don't know. It's like the thing with art if like you kind of need like a boundary to like a box to like hold you in a little bit because if everything's just open if like you can synthesize with a computer like any sound imaginable it's kind of like then like what is a good sound it's like I don't know it's
Hmm.
like you can very easily get like lost in the sauce.
I think another thing too is like synths are like one of the hardest things to get like a touch feel on. Like, guitar, a piano, like violin, trumpet, like so many flute, like each just the way you hold the note and the way that you touch it and any subtle little things that you're doing affect the quality of that note so much
Hmm.
that not like it becomes a whole nother note, but like it's a different experience where
Yeah,
like you just can't get like synth is just it is what it is, right?
yeah. And you can do stuff like that with synthesizers like I had a very complicated synthesizer where it's like you can affect those parameters, like how hard you press it down, it'll affect this
Hmm.
timbre. And like I had one where it's like aftertouch, so you could like hit it and then push down harder, and it changes the timbre. And like you can do like vibrato. You can do that stuff with synthesizers, but then it's like,
Okay, that's cool. I didn't
but
know that.
yeah, yeah, they do have those and like really complicated ones. But then like I got to the point where it's like I'm trying to turn my synthesizer into a classical guitar. Like it's like
Yeah.
that's like the greatest thing about like acoustic guitars is that like where you pluck like compared to the sound hole closer to the bridge you get all these different timbres and like there's that's the cool why I like guitar better than the piano is that there's more tonal colors that way.
Yeah.
um
You can get some, but yeah, not as much.
yeah, yeah. Like guitar, that's the cool thing about guitar is like, you don't have this you're limited what you can do harmonically and like you only have like one hand, you don't have two hands to hit notes with, but like that makes up for it with like the timbres you can get.
Hmm.
Then I hit that point where it's like I'm trying to program so complicated synths where it's like, oh, if I hit it, touch it differently, it'll get different timbres, and it's like, why don't I just play acoustic guitar
You're right.
again? It's like,
You're like starting to do math to play music and like,
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
nerd.
It's funny too because like I had one that's like I forgot what the word for it is. It's called like it's something like acoustic simulation synth where it's like you can like simulate like it sounds like acoustic instruments. Like oh, I want like a 3x6 box, and like the sound hole is here, and this is where the mic would be placed, and it like it's very like it really taxes your computer, but it like you can like play with all of those things where it simulates like an acoustic instrument, and it's like really I should have just been practicing guitar.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fun little rabbit hole, right? And you probably like
Yeah,
discovered some new ideas that you wanted to apply to guitar through that, I bet.
yeah, yeah. And I've done that with piano too, where like gone down the same rabbit hole where it's like I'm playing guitar and it's like oh, I really want to play this, but like the physical limitations of the guitar, like I can't play this. Like especially if you want like counterpoint, like multiple lines, it's like maybe I should just play piano. It's like and then like I play piano for a little bit and then I realize like the I it makes me realize the things like why I love guitar because like you're missing out on certain things on piano.
Hmm. That is like I wish could play piano because you can basically accompany yourself. But that is what's so magical about playing a stringed instrument in a group is when you're then free to exchange and have like support in the song. um Man, you just like really can open up.
Yeah, yeah. And to be fair, you can. like classical guitar, you accompany yourself. It's just you have to work so much harder to
Yeah.
accomplish the same thing.
And that's the thing is like I'm kind of like overworking hard for music. Like to what end? To show off like how many hours I spent practicing this thing? Like, does it really matter? It doesn't bring me joy. I know, like you have different, motivations and stuff, but I'm just like for the simple life.
Yeah, and there is some like we've talked about it before, where there's a middle ground. Like music that's written to be complex for complex sake just like sucks. But there is some music that's very hard to play and complex that is also just amazing too.
Hmm.
Like I've been working on Miguel Lobé, a lot of his work. He was like a like late 1800s, early 1900s guitar composer, and his music's very hard. He was like virtuosic, but it's also just like really beautiful. Like I'm working on it's like a series of like 14 like Catalan like folk songs. So it's like old. He just took like medieval like Spanish from the Catalan region like folk melodies and then like arranged them for classical guitar. And they're just like some of them are just like so beautiful. And they use like those ones aren't that hard. It's what is hard is like it's a lot of stuff with like harmonics. It's like a mix of like classic guitar stuff where it's like you're playing melody and chords and bass lines, but she does a lot of cool stuff with harmonics where it's just like it really strikes that balance of like beautiful and difficult.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been enjoying that.